Hello, everyone, and welcome to San Diego Real Estate Live with Christina Torres. I am here to give you a quick overview on buying a home, and hopefully you can get some tips and tricks on being able to be in the best position, have some knowledge when doing that. So definitely watch to the end. I have a free gift for you at the end of this as well, so definitely stay tuned. We're going to get through this quickly, and then we're going to have some other videos coming as well, and there's other ones on our station to really help you really understand home ownership. It's so important to get the right information when you're making one of the largest investments of your life. So let's get started. So let's talk about how much a house can you afford. How much of a house can you afford? Again, follow us on San Diego Real Estate Live for all of these little tips and tricks that I want to make sure that I'm spreading within our community. Also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So calculating your what you can afford. So this is just a quick example, but I really encourage you to talk to a lender. If you are in California, we can definitely help. If you're not in California, please reach out to me. I have so many amazing lenders that I work with outside of California that can help you with this. But it's so important to talk to a lender first, 100% first, before you do anything. So basically, you just take your income. If you are married, your spouse's income, and you take that total amount that you earn. And then what you want to do is you want to multiply it by 25 to get your maximum mortgage payment. So if you earn $5,000 a month, which is an example, this means that you don't want to spend any more than $1,250 a month on your mortgage. And that is just to keep you in that good space when you are making that thought process of what your expenses should be. We want you guys to be able to go out and eat and like have a life and don't want to be house poor. So we want to make sure that we are in a place that we can definitely always afford our mortgage payment. So to be able to kind of figure out what the down payment would be on the house, you want to take the house price. If you're going to do 10% down, 20% down, 30% down, 40% down, you're able to calculate it that way as well. And you also want emergency extra things left in your savings account for emergency funds, because there are other things that can occur when you do own a home as well. So just some of those things to think about. So this is something really important that I want to make sure I covered with this, just so that you really understand the mortgage side of it. We do the lending side of it. My husband and I do lending, and then I'm a real estate agent in San Diego as well. So, but I really wanted you guys to really understand that there are tiers when you're doing lending. So when you're thinking about your lending and thinking about, putting money down, if you're VA, you have any kind of disability with VA, or if you're a first-time home buyer, you want to do with CalHFA, or, those are the 0% down. They also, CalHFA does give you, and San Diego Housing Commission does give you assistance on down payment for first-time home buyers. We can definitely help you with that as well, because we're partnered with them. 3.5% for FHA, which is, government loan. 5% is also FHA. If you do have 5%, I always encourage you to do the conventional. It might be a little bit more, but it's not usually percentage-wise more than if you do, if you're trying to get out of that PMI quickly. So it's all about the long-term investment, right? So PMI, what is PMI? PMI protects the mortgage company in case anything happens with foreclosure. Not that we're anticipating you to foreclose, but it is insurance that they basically have that you have to do if you are doing less than 20% down. So once you hit that 20% mark, there's no more mortgage insurance, but again, I really want you to understand this. There's different tiers of percentage down, right? So if you're at 0%, your interest rate is going to be higher than if you're putting 60% down. And so if the reason why I really want you to look at this and thought process, and this is what I tell my clients all the time, if you're going to put, if you only have 9% to put down, including closing costs, you know, you're not going to get any break. You're still going to be at that 5% mark. It's only if you can put 10% more, 20% more, 40% more, 60% more. Even when you're refinancing, those are the tiers that you do get breaks when it comes to interest rates. So just keep that in mind. There are other closing costs that you want to consider, and this is across the board that you're going to be paying when you're purchasing a home. It's about 4% of the purchase price. You know, you have your appraisal fees and your home inspection and your credit reports, and sometimes there's attorneys that get involved, not usually, but homeowners insurance, those different things. So you just want to think about those added expenses that you have as well. So you want to make sure that not only if you're putting 20% down, but you have that extra, you know, 4% to be able to pay for all of the people that are putting this loan together for you and all the people that are putting this house together. There's people that are working, this is their job, and then that 4% goes towards them doing that. So just keep that in mind. If the house is $200,000, 4%, your estimated closing costs will be about $8,000. So just something to think about. So what are the different types of mortgages? Why is this important? It's important to understand there are different types of mortgages, and you really want to figure out which one is best for you. You know, you have your typical conventional loan, you know, with that just locks in that rate, along with your FHA and your VA loans. But that is the conventional loan that you can go with. There's the 15 or 20-year terms. Those just shorten the terms. It saves you a lot of money in interest if the interest rate is lower. So that's something to talk about, and that's another video that we'll go over. But really, it just shortens that term and then just really helps you save money in interest if you're able to afford that higher payment. And then there's the ARMs. It's an adjustable rate. It just adjusts over the period of the loan. There's caps on it and everything like that. But sometimes, you know, when you're getting into those, there are certain types of homes and certain types of situations that people go into that would want to have an ARM that they would want to do. But typically I usually see more of the conventional or FHA VA loans. That's usually what people go with. And if you don't know what a VA loan is a loan for veterans, as well as our military that are serving now to be able to get into their home. So get pre-approved versus pre-qualified. So if you're getting pre-qualified, it's just talking to somebody on the phone, them just kind of talking to you about your assets and your down payment and what it is, and they can pre-qualify you, but you want to get pre-approved because being pre-approved gives you a piece of paper or a email that you can send the seller that says, hey, I am a very, very, very qualified, really wanting to do this. You know, please take me seriously. I'm putting an offer in on a house and I can afford this house. So you definitely want to get pre-approved before you start looking at houses. Please don't take a realtor out to look at houses until you know exactly what your budget is. You know, this is their time, and we want to make sure that you're looking at houses that you can afford. It's definitely fun looking at houses, but you want to make sure that you're looking at ones that are in your budget, because there's a lot of factors that go in on the back end as well. Different people, the selling agent having to, you know, sometimes if it's the owner, it's not a vacant property and the owner lives there. They have to have the owner's leave for you to go look at it. So we just want to make sure that we are mindful of other people as well when looking at homes. So get pre-approved, so important, and then take your realtor out with your letter and be able to go look at those homes that you can afford and that you absolutely will find the home of your dreams. It's amazing. I love it. It's my favorite part of the job. So working with a buyer's agent, you know, there's some things that you should definitely look for. Again, if you're outside the San Diego area and you're, you know, in any other state, you know, you just want to find somebody that really like respects your budget, is really, you know, shares in that kind of financial values that you have to make sure that you are getting in a place that's over your budget or that's going to make you housebroke or, you know, make you uncomfortable when trying to make that payment. Great communication skills, you know, just making sure that you feel comfortable with them and you feel like they're communicating well and they do know the process and what they're talking about. You know, you definitely want somebody that's sold some houses or that even if they're getting started and they're brand new, because I love our brand new people. Most of our brand new people are apprenticing under someone. So it's just important to know what their team is and who they're backed by, just in case something does happen that you have a question that you need answered, or, you know, there's different things that can go on when home inspections and stuff, just to give you that peace of mind to really understand what you're buying. And, you know, like that extensive experience and network of the local market. I think it's important to have a realtor that really understands the area, not particularly got his specific area in that sense, but you know, somebody that's like, for us, like I've been in San Diego my entire life. I could go to East County, North County, South County, West, like any part of San Diego, and I know the areas. I know just, you know, what restaurants are there and what schools are there, and, you know, those different things. So it's important to have a realtor that does know the area, just so that they can really advise you on the pockets that are safe, good school districts, areas to live, those different kinds of things. So those are things to kind of think about. So how does a buying agent get paid? A lot of people ask me this question. So typically the seller pays it. It's in the fees that they negotiate with the selling agent. So that's not something when you're buying a house that you have to worry about, which is fantastic. So steps to buying a house, just to kind of break this down for you, you know, you want to get pre-approved, get your lender, speak to a lender, talk to somebody. San Diego GEM is our lending company. So definitely go there. We can, my husband can get you pre-approved, and we can get you in the house and in that budget that really fits your needs and will be great for you. If not, please, again, reach out to us. It's so important that I want us to be able to help you. That is our heart, is to help you, no matter if you're in our area or not. Get in with the right lender, somebody that really cares about your investment. Find an agent after you get pre-approved. An agent is so important. You don't want to go hiatus and go looking at some houses. You know, I know that, you know, there's certain ones that you can just go in and everything like that. You want an agent to go with you. We know what to look for. I can walk into a house and I can tell if there's mold already. I can tell if it's been redone. I can tell if it's been lipstick and rouge. I can tell all of those things because this is what I do for a living. So you want an agent with you. We also have insurance that covers just in case anything happens, and we just make sure that the transaction goes smooth and you are covered. So what happens after you find an agent and you find a house? You put in an offer. That offer gets accepted by the seller. Then you will be wiring your deposit, whether that's 1% or 2%. You'll get a home inspection done just to know everything about the house and exactly what you're buying. You'll have an appraisal done to be able to get the value of the house. And then there's also other factors like termite inspections and different things that you might be getting done. And again, your agent can advise you on what they think is important. Within the offer, you will have contingencies. Those will be lifted at a certain period during that 21 days or 30 days that you guys are doing your transaction. And once everything is done and everything has been satisfied, you will sign your loan documents with your lender. You will get your keys from your agent and you will move into your new home. So that's so exciting. It's my favorite part. You get to be in your new home. Oh, I am so happy for you that you are looking into this. This is such a big step. And I absolutely am so excited to be part of this journey. Please subscribe. We really want to be able to add value to you. And just thank you so much for watching this video. You know, I have a home buyer guide. Go to homebuyerguidesandiego.com. It's a free home buyer guide for you, just to give you some more information on buying a home. I have some other videos here that I'd love for you to check out as well. And you know, we hope that you just really feel good and confident about your purchase and really feel good when you get into your new home that you made the right decision. And by doing that, we want to be able to give you the information that you need to make the best decision possible. So again, thank you so much. You guys have an awesome day, and we will see you on the other side.